Hi, hello, welcome. It's day 3 of Vlogmas. This one is coming out super late because it's been a day and I've been trying to film. Of course, I've been trying to film all day, but you know, the day didn't go exactly as I planned. Let me fill you in as I continue to crochet Blythe Unicorns by Jen's Crafty Creations. As you remember, I have a commission for 2 unicorns that need to be done. The store owner hit me up today. I was like, hey, when are you gonna be done with those unicorns and when are you gonna restock? And I'm like, I asked you when did you need the unicorns and you never replied back to my message. So feeling a little under the pressure, like under the wire now, because when I asked for clarification on when it needed to get done, I didn't get it, but now I'm getting, like, I won't say heckled, but you know, there's an insistence all of a sudden to get it done when I should have gotten that information beforehand. But I digress. I'm rambling. The reason why today has just gone against what I had planned. So, all right, so boom. Here we go. So I don't know if I shared with you all, but the Sunday before, oh, this is the snowman, the Knott's Berry Yarn snowman. I'm going to make the hat and the scarf, but right now working on Blythe's. But the Sunday before Thanksgiving, we were having a family day out at the park, and we were out at a gazebo, and I was taking pictures at the gazebo, and baby Midnight Crafter took a tumble off the gazebo. She cried for a little bit, then she bounced back. She was fine because I held her and she was fine. But as I went to go sit her down after holding her, she could not stand on her own leg. And I was like, huh, that's weird. Baby Midnight Crafter has been walking since she was 10 months. And now she's refusing, well, not refusing, but she could not put weight on her right side. So Mr. Midnight Crafter and I were like, okay, maybe it's a stinger. Maybe we'll put some ice on her ankle or her foot and she'll feel better. And we'll see how she is in the morning. We iced it. We held her, cuddled her. We checked her out to see if there's any swelling or anything. There was no swelling. And when we touched her leg and moved it around and stuff, she didn't scream or cry or anything. She was fine. She was actually her regular self. Only thing that stood out was she would not put weight on her right leg. So, needless to say, when we got to the next morning, it was Monday. I had actually taken off work the week of Thanksgiving to do market prep. So, it was a good thing I did, because when we took her to the ER, the ortho person working there was like, hey, yeah, we're looking at the x-rays. We don't see anything, but she's still young. It's just a precautionary measure. We're gonna put a soft cast on her. We're like, all right, cool, soft cast, no problem. We'll make sure it doesn't get wet. We'll keep her legs straight. We'll take care of it. It's gonna be fine. When we went to the actual ortho a couple of days later, I was like, okay, we'll get the soft cast off because they didn't see anything. This should be fine. My baby came with a full-on neon yellow hard cast on. And I'm like, what happened to my baby? And this is all last week. I'm gonna just preface, this is all just last week. Apparently, Mr. Midnight Crafter took her into her appointment and they told him, while they could not see any fractures or broken bones, and while they manipulated her legs to see if anything was wrong, she didn't give any type of indication. She still couldn't put weight on her right leg. So they said, we're going to give her a hard cast just to keep it safe, and we'll keep it on for a week, and we'll see about taking it off the next week. Well, this is the next week, and we just got back from her appointment, and when I saw her, I was like, oh, how is she doing? How does she feel having the cast off? And Mr. Midnight Crafter looked at me, and I could see it in his eyes. He didn't want to tell me. He was like, she still has that cast on. I was like, what? What do you mean she still has the cast on? And then He explained to me the ortho when she looked at the leg and everything. She was like, again, we don't see the break, but because she's so young, my son went through something similar, blah, blah, blah. She said, typically for young children, especially around baby midnight crafters age, the stress fracture or the hairline fracture typically doesn't show up on x-rays till like week 3 or 4. So there's a good chance, because she's still not putting weight on that leg and that there's still an issue, that there could be a small fracture there that just won't show up because her bones are so tiny. Oh, so that's been my last 2 weeks that we've been dealing with that. Not to mention trying to run this business, you know, having a less than stellar last market, and still working and still trying to parent and keep my house clean. But you know what's going to help me get through it? Crochet. You know why? Because crochet is my stress reliever, and that's what I use to help myself feel better. And so I'm going to use it to continue feeling better. But today overall went okay, other than the fact that nothing went my ideal way. You know, it is what it is. But that's been the focal point of my last couple of weeks. Baby Midnight Crafter and her well-being. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Little Midnight Crafter is back in school. He's doing great there. Still thriving. Work is going well for me, and Mr. Midnight Crafter's work is going really well. He is looking at possibly getting a promotion. We'll see how that goes. But we are planning for the holiday season. You know, it's coming up fast, and I haven't bought gifts. But that's okay, because I can make them. But I feel like if I could just make them, why do I need to buy them? That's the vicious cycle I get into, because then I overwhelm myself with all the gifts that need to be made. Ooh, that was horrible. Excuse that. I'm yawning like it's like midnight, and it's not. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. I'm just old lady gang. But at the end of the day, it's great that I have this outlet, that I can make things with my hands to keep me like productive. You know what I mean? I think I've talked y'all ears off enough for this video. So I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Until then, goodbye, farewell, and please take care.